I'm
Hi.
so excited you are here. Thank you so much for being our very first guest speaker. Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
So honored.
Love you so much. You are just such an inspiration, and I cannot wait to see everything you have to show us.
Yeah, I know. I'm so excited to be here too, Bree. And thank you and Heather for inviting me today. This is like so exciting. As you guys know, my favorite things are learn, test, teach. And so anytime I can learn new tools, tricks, tips, strategies, I can't wait to test them. And then, of course, share what I've learned with others. So I appreciate a platform where we can do that and help others, level up their business.
Yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's get started because I know you have quite a bit of tools for us.
Yes, I do. So, I am super excited to get into this. I want to, welcome you guys all to my top tech tools for 2024. So I do want to thank again all of you guys joining in at the Your Creative Hustle Facebook group, and let's, hop right into this, right? So, first I want to start off with I do have affiliate links. Just gonna let you know that, not all of the links are affiliate, but I do want you to know that there sometimes is a small fee or credit that I might get. And honestly, on my bill, I'm just using that so I can learn more tools and practice and just kind of offsets my investment, but no big deal here. Um, I also wanted to let you guys know that after this is over, I am going to make available to each of you a link that you will get access to a website, as you can see, and in there will be all the tools I talk about today and more. So there's more tools than what I just spoke about, but you can see in this website it's going to allow you to take a look at the different tools. I have explainer videos for everything, as well as a link that you can go to for more. So as you can see, there's quite a few tools here, but they're going to be made available to you as your creative hustle group. And I will get you all the details on that as soon as we're done with our presentation today.
I am
All right.
so excited for that girl. What?
Yay, I know. So let's hop into this first tool. So, in this particular group, if you know me, you might have heard of this particular tool before, but I feel like it has changed so much since I first picked up the tool. I think I started working with this particular tool called Big View back in 2018. And the reason I engaged with this tool is because it was a teleprompter. If you are doing video, this is probably hands down one of the best tools I've ever used to help me get my videos done so that I can post them or share them or email them or send them via newsletter, whatever you need. So if you'd like to do more short form talking head videos, or you're concerned about scripts, content ideas, fumbling your words, just, oh my God, recording videos too hard. Like there's no more excuses with this app, right? Especially if you're trying to get those 1 to 2 minute videos done. Now, the features I love about this particular tool is it's a teleprompter, right? So I don't have to think too hard about what I want to say. I can just read it on my phone. Two, it's an AI script writer. Three, it does closed captioning. It also has an end card. It's like great for one-to-one videos as well as like one-to-many. So you can post it into social media. You can embed it in a newsletter, send it via email, send it as a link in a text message. So it's like super flexible, and it works on your desktop and your mobile device. As far as like, I want to hop back to one of the features I said, which was the AI script writer. So I showed this in the explainer video and the website I'm going to give you guys, but it's so easy. You literally click a button and you say, "Hey, I want you to write a script, AI." And the AI will say like what type of video. It gives you like 4 options. So I think in my sample I picked tips, right? So I hit tips and it says, "Okay, tell me in just a few words what you want your video to be about." And so I say, "Hey, I want to write a video, or I want a video about some top tips for sellers in this spring market." Then it gave me 5 choices, right? 5 different scripts that I can read and leverage. And so literally I just picked one. I did not edit the words at all. I just went in and recorded it. Super simple, already done. You can edit the closed captioning. I mean, literally it takes less than 5 minutes to pump out a video that's got quality content that you can leverage to entertain and educate your clients. What do you think about that, Bree?
I think that is phenomenal. I actually use this app thanks to you. I think when you were very like, gosh, it must have been close to like 2019 or something when you were
Mhm.
first pumping it out and you were like, "Oh, I love this. This is amazing." That and I think what was it? The mix cam was another one
Yep.
you told me about. Yep.
Yep.
So, teleprompter for me has been a lifesaver, especially on TikTok when I want to do some informative videos and I just want it to flow in a very natural way without seeming like, oh my gosh, what is this girl rambling on about? It's very precise.
Yeah, I know. I really love the teleprompter feature. Like I said, it was the main reason why I got into this app because, it's easy to forget what you're going to say. It's also like stressful trying to remember everything you want to say. And I also notice when I'm reading from the teleprompting script, there's a lot fewer ums, pauses, all the things that slow us down or disrupt what we're trying to say at the end of the day. So I really love that teleprompter feature. And like I said, when they added the AI script writer just in the last year or so, I was like, oh no, this is a must have tool,
I
especially if you're
haven't
doing one to one video.
played. I have not done the AI script writer, but now I know what I'm going to be messing with this week.
Oh my gosh, so good. I've done so many fun little things on there, and it doesn't matter what level subscription you have. It comes with a few credits to do it, and then if you upgrade your account, I think it's unlimited. So that's
Right.
really neat.
So for
So
anyone who's asking, what's the average cost for this? I know sometimes it varies based on annual or lifetime or monthly, but what do you
yeah, so I do have the cost for this. They do have a free version, but it includes their logo and it's very limited in features. So it's great if you just want to test it
yeah,
and try it and see how easy it is to leverage a tool. But then I recommend definitely trying at least the starter package. The starter package is $19 a month and $109 a year. I believe with the link that I give you, it does give a discount. So
okay.
definitely leverage that for your first year. And then there's a pro account, which is $39 a month or $175 a year. And that one, I believe, has the unlimited AI script writing. And then they also have a Teams feature where it's for Teams, which gives you like a minimum of 3 users because it's $33 per user. So it starts at $99 a month and then $499 a year. So if you have a team and you want to coordinate, I think that's really great. But really, you could start with the starter package. Honestly, that's the one I'm on and that I renew every single year. And it's done, I mean, it's perfect for me. So, but if you want more AI, then of course you might want to upgrade to that next level. And of course, I highly recommend just paying for the year. It's just so much
Yeah.
more efficient and cheaper.
And it's a marketing tax write-off too. And I love that you tell everyone, hey, test the product with the free version first, because that's what I advocate so much because there's no sense in jumping right into a program and then realizing, oh my gosh, I just spent like 54.99 for an entire year of something I'm never going to use.
Yeah, I highly recommend so all of these tools, right? I'm going to give quite a few. I don't recommend anyone tackle all these tools at once. I would say pick 1, 2, or 3 max. Start building them into your routine, start building them into your process, into your system, and then, you can leverage another one, because it's a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like literally when I was prepping for this topic, I wrote out 50 plus tech tools. Actually, I think it's like 53 that I'm aware of and that I know how to use. And so it was really hard for me to condense that down. I think I have like 24, 25 because I think I put through in a bonus or two on the
So
website
basically,
that
we need a part two later on in the year.
yeah, because and obviously and honestly, I'm going to stay away from for this event and others. I'm not talking about Canva and I'm not talking about Chat GPT, which I think are both really phenomenal tools and I use them both a lot. But I just felt like everyone's talking about those. So let's talk about some that you are maybe a little lesser known, but also
Yeah,
very useful.
that's great.
All right, let's get into this next one. So this is also another tool I have spoken about before. I feel this way. There's people you know and people you don't know, right? And I always ask people, which one's bigger? And of
Mm,
course, Bree, the group you don't know is
yeah.
bigger. And then, the next question I ask is, well, which one should you be prospecting to? And I always find people pick one. And the reality is we need to be prospecting to both the people you know and finding people you don't know yet that you can leverage into relationship, because we all know your sphere of influence, it changes, it evolves. People move away, people get their own real estate license, people, pick a different realtor, all kinds of things happen. So while you may be a sphere of influence agent, I also highly recommend that you have multiple ways of gathering potential clients that are not in your sphere yet. But anyway, I always say this: as a real estate professional, your job is to farm, and that is find and reveal movers, right? You know me and my acronyms. So I always say this, like, who wants a crystal ball for movers, right? No one wakes up one day planning to buy or sell a house. It's always a journey. And part of that journey for buyers and sellers is research. They have questions. And where do they go when they have questions? They go online, right? I mean, it's no secret. They are um, asking Google questions. They are going to Home Depot. They are ring shopping. There's all kinds of reasons people will go online and do homework or do research or make purchases. And those can be leveraged as data and analytics to determine if someone's thinking about potentially making a real estate move, right? So this particular tool here, Reevaluate, uses artificial intelligence and predictive analytics to determine who's potentially thinking about moving in the next 6 to 12 months. And the tool leverages what we call the data Ds, right? So these are, like death, divorce, diapers, diamonds, debt, discretionary. I wrote a whole article on this. So if any of you guys want that, send me a DM and I'll send you, I'll be actually posting a video about the data Ds and how you can market to them here in the next month or so. So look for that. But really, this tool has a couple of different features that I think are unique, and I've not seen with other tools that are like this, right? So the first feature is Reveal. So Reveal identifies likely movers from your database, right? So you can give them your database, they will analyze it and help you prioritize who to call, who to reach out to. So that's always the challenge when you have a sphere of influence. Even if you have 100 people or 200 or 250 or 1,000, who do you call first and in what order? So this scores your database from 0 to 100, 80 to 100 basic points. Basically means that they're the ones that are most likely to be looking to buy or sell some real estate. If it's at 100, that means they've already listed. So this program actually will scrub the MLS to determine like who in your database is actually already even listed a home, right? Number two, there's Reside. Reside actually helps you build a new database or farm from scratch. So you can do a radius search, and which actually I think is really cool. The owner, Chris Dreyer, who's a friend of mine, he is very DEI conscious. So he tries to do things, even with analytics and AI, that make sure that we avoid discriminatory practices, which I highly respect and appreciate about him and his company. So he does try to build protections around that, which I think is
That's awesome.
important when
Yeah.
dealing with a vendor, making sure that, they're not doing anything to get us in trouble, right? And so I've leveraged this to like buy a farm, right? So imagine most of us farm, like, for example, the subdivision I live in is called Estancia. Well, Estancia has, thousands of people in it. And I could, do postcards to everyone and hope that the 1 or 2% that might be thinking about buying or selling might happen to get my postcard and might happen to pick up the phone and call me or go to my website or what have you. Or I could get a list from Reevaluate and already find those 5%. And then now I have a much more focused list of people. So I can get the top 5% in Estancia, the top 5% in Seven Oaks, the top 5% in the Ridge, like these neighborhoods that all are near me, that now I can focus on them, right? The people most likely. And then it also has a report card. This feature was really interesting when these are new updates, the report card and repair. He'll give you a report card on your database. So they'll audit it and they'll track listings in your database. So I discovered through this program, my database was at a C. or I think a C or C minus. And basically, it's leveraging complete contact data. So, do I have addresses, phone numbers, emails for these contacts? And is it accurate? And then it also will tell you how much business you lost in the last 12 months. So, this number is so
Interesting.
sad. I lost like 5 million in gross commission income in my
Mm.
database in the last 12 months. Yeah. Can we just have a moment of silence for that tragedy? Yeah.
But now you won't next year, that's for sure.
Right? Now we know because, at one point my team was trying to tell me the system doesn't work. And I said, well, he just added this feature in the last 6 months or so. No, maybe 3 months. And I'm like, no, it works. We're just not farming. We're not doing our job. And that was really tragic. And then
Mm.
he also has a repair feature where they will help you clean up your existing database with accurate and complete data. So I definitely recommend a tool like this.
Yeah, that sounds like a very powerful tool for sure.
Yeah, I mean, some of the ways that I would recommend someone use a list like this is, obviously prioritizing your marketing efforts to your sphere of influence. I said that already. But also, too, you can retarget and farm any high value listing opportunities, right?
Mhm.
So you can retarget through Facebook. If you are a Google ad spend, like high dollar spender, Google will let you retarget. If you don't spend enough money with Google, that feature is not turned on for you. Sorry, but that is I did learn that. But you could use yellow letters, postcards, handwritten notes, sending them an item of value like a book or an ebook or some sort of brochure. You can do a video email or text. And of course, always the most important thing you could do is you could just call them.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So what is this platform run about monthly or
Yeah,
annually?
so this is one of the few that I can't give a pricing quote, and because it depends. It
Got it.
depends on if you do reveal, if you do reside, how large your database is, things like that, and so I didn't want to misquote, but if you do a demo with them, they will tell you their pricing, and give you an accurate quote. But I know, I was spending, or I have been spending about $750 a month for the database that I had, so it's affordable, but I have a large database. So I definitely recommend getting a demo. And again, for I know a lot of the viewers on this particular platform are probably sphere of influence based agents. Start with reveal, start with the report card, start with repairing and leverage that. And, because your database is probably just a few hundred people, maybe up to 1,000. And I would start there. And then when you're ready to grow and expand, then you can leverage the tool Reside, where you're purchasing a list and then leveraging that to grow even more.
No, smart. Smart, smart.
Our next tool is Cato. So, are you looking for a way to stand out from the competition or the crowd just in general? I wanted to present in a dynamic way, right? I wanted something that gets attention, and this tool does that. One of my friends, Grant Wise, who actually is the owner and founder of a tool I'll talk about a little later today, he told me, attention is a currency of sales.
Mm.
And attention plus connection equals appointments. And I wrote that down because I thought that was so powerful. Because there's two parts to that you have to get attention, so you have to stand out, and then you also have to build that relationship. You have to make those connections, and that's how we ultimately get the opportunity to do business with people. So with this one, I would say so it's a great presentation tool. It offers a unique design. It's also super easy to use, and it provides an experience, right? So if you've heard of High Note, for example, this is um, probably its closest competitor. Cato is more than High Note. It does so much more than High Note. I have both. So I've used both. And for me, hands down, Cato wins over High Note for me. But you can use this for listings, closings, disclosures, marketing, website functions, events and registrations. You can also use it just to organize content. And
Mm.
so it has templates that you can utilize, or you can leverage it from scratch. You can link out to other sites. You can upload documents, presentations, videos, photos, e-forms. You can do personalized videos, kind of like how we used to between Big View and this one, how we used to leverage BombBomb, for example. This
Yeah.
is so much combined between Big View and this, which you don't even need either of those for Cato. Cato self records videos within the tool itself. So much cheaper, right?
I
So,
was
so,
about
so
to
much
say,
cheaper.
that is awesome. I love when they
Yeah.
combine different features and I just need one app instead of like a lot.
Yes, right? So you can see from the display, like there's video there. In fact, like I said, I'm leveraging the tools that I talk about today in how I'm presenting to you guys through this experience, right? Cato also has easy QR code usage. So you can create a QR code for each of your sites. Then you can also leverage them you can actually get people's contact information from
Yeah.
by SMSing these QR codes, right? So you can get leads and things like that from leveraging this tool. You can also lock down a site, right? And do password protection. So, for example, when I give you guys the link for your site for your creative hustle, there is a password. So, people, if they go to my general link, they can't get in. Only you guys can because you guys are the ones with the password.
Oh,
So,
smart. I love that. And
yeah.
I love that you spoke on QR codes. Ramsey Stewart, who's speaking next month, he does some very interesting marketing that you probably wouldn't think to do in real estate. He just put on Lake of Ozarks a billboard with just a QR code.
Oh,
That's it. So it
yeah.
created curiosity and like to see his insights just with a QR code, I was like, "Oh my gosh." Like we're talking about thousands upon thousands of clicks and engagement and then that led to inquiries to sell the property and I was like, "This is awesome." Like so
Right.
smart.
I know, I love QR codes. I have them on my yard signs. So,
Yeah.
I've been putting QR codes on my yard signs for a couple of years. And that's one of the reasons why I started a team, right? Because I had all of these ideas, but no one wanted to spend their money on my ideas. I had to do it. So I started a team so that I could spend my money and implement these ideas, these strategies, test these tools, and leverage them for business and see how it works. So
Love
love
it.
it. Yes. So this one, just so you guys know what the cost, there is a 2-week free trial. Again, for anyone who's interested. If you use my code for this one, for example, he is giving $100 off the setup fee, so it's normally $199. So now you're basically getting a setup fee for $99. And
Nice.
then it's super affordable, $39 a month for the base plan. $59 for the next level up, and then $99 a month for, like, the full boat, like, all the features, and that's the one I leverage because it gives me, like, so many features that it's hard to pass up,
That
and
is so affordable. That's
it is.
incredible because like I pay so I have the Inlight um apps, creative app platform packages, and I think I pay $100 for, like, 4 apps, and it's just for, like, fun little graphic design stuff per year, so I'm like, "What? This?"
Yeah, yeah, definitely go check out on the page that I give you guys my explainer video, my learn more, because I just show you, what you can do with it. It's a explainer by Cato, so super easy, super fun website. And like I said, you'll experience the website because you'll be in it, and so you'll be able to see all the things you can do with it, or at least many of them. All right, this next tool, this one is probably one of the ones that I've been like, "Oh, man, I kinda wanna keep this one a secret." Because I think it's so bad A, right? I don't wanna cuss on your show, but it's so cool. So, I say this, everyone consumes content differently, right? And some people who read, people who watch, people who listen, right? And so that's why we have podcasts, video, and blogging and what have you, right? So, it's important sometimes when you're doing quality content to have it be leveraged in multiple ways. So, right, like one of the more popular things we hear about is take your long form content and turn it into short form, right? Like take your long videos and turn them into 15 second, 60-second reels and TikToks and what have you. Well, that's great for watchers. But what about your readers? You
Mhm.
know, sometimes you may not, well, I do believe, especially with the research I've done, blogging is super important. You also want sometimes clickable content, and you want lead capture, right? So I'm going to talk about a couple of ways you can lead capture from blogging today too, but ebooks, lead magnets, these are ways that you can be reaching people. So when you're spending money on marketing, it's great to send them to a link on a website, but what if you could also capture them by getting them onto something that they want to read about, right? So this allows you to create flip books, ebooks. You can leverage other content and multi-purpose it and turn it into written word. You can also, once again, leverage AI to create content and inspire you. So you literally can write a book. And I think I did, this is so funny. I wrote with this tool. I've written actually 2 books now with it. But I just did yesterday a book for top tips for sellers, listing in a competitive market. And the AI took all of 10 minutes to write an entire 10-chapter book.
That's
And so
awesome.
now I know
Love it.
I'm editing it and I don't need to publish this to get paid. I'm just going to use it as a lead magnet, right? So it's going to be free to customers, right? So imagine a world where you're running ads or you're making posts and content that people now like, well, this is great, but I want to learn more, right?
Yeah.
Do you have somewhere to send them? Do you have somewhere for them to go? Well, you can leverage this tool here to do that. So I love it. I actually even wrote from scratch a book on my own recently that I'll be publishing. I'll actually be publishing and selling soon. And
Yay.
I use this book to design it and it creates it in a format so you can then publish it to Kendall. Amazon publishing.
Yeah.
So like there's so many ways to leverage this tool. It's really, really cool. So
I'm so glad you're using this because this is actually one that I had on my short list of programs to research and
yep.
make a decision on. So I think this has probably helped me make a decision now. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for, queen. So, this one also has a 7-day free trial. Their standard account is $29 a month. Their pro account is $39 a month. Again, super affordable. They also have some lifetime purchases that you can make and even annual. So, I highly invest. Like if you're a writer or you are a marketer and you want to upgrade your marketing and allow people to take the next step with you to get more information, definitely this is, an awesome tool for you.
Love it. And just so everyone's clear, because I know some of you, you're like, oh my gosh, these tools. I want you to start opening your minds to the possibility of not a traditional format for real estate. With the internet and social media being as large as it is, you can literally take whoever and whatever you are personally outside of your professional world and blend it now with your your professional world. So I am a writer. I love to have stories and see how many people I can get to actually read versus post a video on social media.
Right.
Um, so you'd be surprised. Now, I have finally given in to video. Michael Thorne was very proud of me, but his response was, "Brie, what took you so long from the video boot camp?" I said, "I don't know. I had to find my voice."
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, like I said earlier, you don't have to do all the things at one time. It's pick a tool, maybe pick a tool a month. I have enough tools here in this for you to leverage over the next 2 years, right?
Yeah,
So you can pick one tool a month and just start building into it. And of course, don't take on tools you're not going to use or that you
right.
don't like or that don't speak to your personality or your business. So I'm not encouraging anybody to do all the things at all. It's really how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? But
Yep.
really, there's no one telling you have to eat the whole thing.
Just take the journey. I agree.
Yes. All right. So, next tool. So, this tool is a newer one to me that found out about last year. And once I understood what the assignment and I understood what it could do, I was like, yes, let me in. I want this tool. So, this one is a tool for primarily this part of there's two pieces to this I'm going to talk about. Part one is primarily for my brokers out there and my team leaders. And this app allows you to have a dashboard where you can onboard your agents, coach your agents, provide accountability. It's also a retention app. It's
Mm.
totally white labeled. So
Oh,
no one,
love that.
yes, it's completely white labeled, but it's from leader to agent, right? So if you're, like I said, a recruiter, or agent attraction or anything like that, this is a great app for you to provide value to the people that you are trying to help and serve. So you
Kendall,
can create, huh?
just before we get into the deep of it, I'm sure there's some people that are like, "What is white label?" And
Yeah.
I would let's explain that for them.
Yeah, so labeling means like basically it looks like it's yours, right?
Yep.
So the original creator, there you wouldn't know that it's their product. It looks like it's your product. So it's completely personalized to you. It's your brand, your it looks like your voice. You have some ability control to of the asset that people are participating in. I
Which
think
is
that's the
great.
best way I can
It's
explain it.
perfect, yeah, because as she's leading into the recruiting and the brokerage or the team recruiting aspect of it, you can use an app like this with the white label feature, so it looks like, "Look what we have created for you." This
Yes.
is a tremendous tool.
Yeah, and what's great about it, it comes preloaded with content, but it also allows you to add content as well. So you can create your own coaching track. So if you're a coach or mentor or trainer, you can also leverage this tool to get that information out. So like I said, agents can track their goals and it's on their phone and desktop. I've been giving them a lot of feedback with my use of the product, and so I've made friends with the founder and co-founder. And so what's great about that is like they're literally making moves, which I love, like it's fast and it's getting better and better and better every time I open the app. So, but you can track goals, you can get coaching ideas. There's leader check-ins. You can do the trainings. You can complete onboarding tasks as the agent on the team, and it's really just designed to increase productivity. I mean, that is literally the point of this app is to help agents be more productive. So if you're a team leader and or a broker, you definitely want to look into this as a mechanism to create better relationships with your agents. And then with it, there's a part two for this, and
Mm.
this is the marketing hub. So I'm not leaving out my solo agents. If you're a solo agent out there, then you definitely want this part of the tool. So the costs for the two are separate. I believe there's like a monthly fee for the main broker tool, and then it's like $12 a month add on for the agents. But it includes all that stuff that I just said, plus this. And if you're a solo agent, to get just this part of the tool, I believe it's $59 a month. But you got to watch my demo video on what all is included with this. So they have, as it says right here, 800 plus ready to post social media templates. Okay. So
Wow.
if you're not Canva sophisticated, which, sometimes you have agents that just like Canva is overwhelming because
Overwhelming.
there's
Yep.
so much, right? Well, what's cool about this is, and it also has brand colors. So whatever brand you're with, Remax, Century 21, Keller Williams, EXP, like it has the brand colors. So you can create a brand, make sure your brand colors are applied to any post that you have. It also creates copy. So
Mm.
that's also the hardest part about posting on social. First, you got to think about what you want to convey, whether it's image and or something like that. But then next you have like, what are you going to say about it? It yet leverages AI to give you copy
Yep.
for your post, which I freaking love. So now my agents on my team, they don't have to think about it. They can literally just go into this app, pick whatever they want to talk about or post about, copy, and it posts direct to your social from the app, and it also you can schedule. So that's
That's
another
great.
beautiful thing. So you can
So
pre-schedule out your marketing for the next 30 days if you wanted, right from this one tool. And it also provides coaching within this part of the tool. So it'll coach you on how to grow your sphere of influence. There's 1 to 2 minute videos, like several of them about building your audience, growing your business. There's also 1 to 2 minute videos on retargeting and Facebook ads. You can also run ads directly from this app. And you can also record video from here. So in there, just like with Big View, they will give you a script and you can record right from your desktop a scripted video and then turn it around and post it onto your social media.
That's
So, and I'm not done yet. This app, part of the
there's
app,
more.
there's more. It has a list. If you're a listing agent, it has listing description generators, and it's super simple, way easier than ChatGPT. If you're using ChatGPT for writing listing descriptions, you're going to love this 10,000 times more because it gives you prompts and it asks you to select your prompts. Like, tell us about the porch. Is it, wraparound porch? You just pick what you want. It gives you some options and it takes you through the house. And then it writes a beautiful listing description. And then also, if you don't like it, you can regenerate it and create a new one. And I know my listing agents on my team are on fire with this app. They love it because it's just helped them so much. We used to have an in-house copywriter, like someone on our team who used to write all the copy. Well, now we don't need that because we've got a even better tool to do that. So, and then also it has a listing photo enhancer. So, for example, if you're like doing box brownie or something like that to enhance your photos, you can leverage this tool. I mean, literally, it does so much. There's so much value in this app. So, brokers, team leaders, solo agents, you might want to pick this one up.
That's great. I think my only question for this app before we move on is I know that I found when posting on social media through like Hootsuite or a third party syndicated whatever, I realized my insights and my engagement lessened. So I think that would be my
Yeah.
only question is how does it par or hold up in regards to that when
Yeah.
posting directly?
That is a great question. I have not leveraged it to schedule posting because I don't like to schedule. I
Same.
did say that for convenience. I don't recommend scheduling personally because I think you lose some of the personalization
Yeah.
and the relevance. Sometimes, like you could post so far out and not realize, like, hey, there's a more relevant message I could have today because of something that happened. So I don't pre-schedule things out personally. So I have not personally tried that feature, but I do know
Okay.
there's some agents who like that. So if convenience is more important to you, leverage that part of the tool. If analytics and relevance and you're prepared to spend time every day or every couple of days to work on this, then I would just download and post natively. Like I believe in posting natively. I don't even like sharing from Instagram to Facebook. I'll literally go post the same exact thing in Facebook organically instead of doing the share feature. To me, I just feel like the algorithm reads it different. That's my
It does.
assumption.
It does. Yeah. I only do it on my business page just because for me that's kind of my like meh, but all
Yeah.
of my business comes from my personal page. So
Yes.
there's
Absolutely. I agree with that too. So, all right, let's move on to another cool tool. So, remember I mentioned GrantWise, my buddy. He is the owner and founder of Whitley. It's a social media marketing service. So, this is not your PPC. This is not your Google marketing. This is strictly for social media ads. And what I love about Grant is he's really focused in on running, like he understands the assignment, right? He understands if you're going to run ads on social media, there's only certain ones that work,
yep.
right? And so he has identified what those are. And he says there's two reasons to run ads on social media, one for lead generation and one for branding. And so he breaks down these are the four types of ads that work really well for lead generation. And then here are the four types of ads that run really well for building your brand. And so how he recommends people do that is you start with the lead generation and then you move to retargeting based on your brand, right? So by building your brand, right? So you want to bring a lead in on social and they might not, like I said earlier, no one wakes up one morning and decides they want to buy or sell a house. It's a journey that they're on. So sometimes they're not ready to talk to you the day that they click on a link because they're looking at homes. They're doing homework, they're doing research, they're exploring, right? They're not ready perhaps yet to, have a conversation with you, but you want to take that lead and then build on that brand, right? So you could retarget to that same group of people with educational content, testimonials, community videos, etc., right? So that's what I really love about this. And I show you in my Learn More video for this tool how easy it is to run an ad, right? Super simple.
Game
And
changer.
Yes. Like trying to run ads on Facebook, I've
Oh
done
my
them
gosh,
organically. It's so hard.
so hard, and they
And
change it all the time.
yes, right? So now you don't have to worry about that. You literally click, it's like 5 steps, maybe 5 steps. Super simple. They have a whole formula. You can see the ad, what it's gonna look like before it runs, and then you just hit submit, and then they take care of it, and usually within hours, my ad is running. So, super, super, super cool. So you can generate buyers, you can generate sellers, you can build brand awareness. You can also do recruiting and agent attraction with this, as well. And then the other game changer that he has, which I don't even have, I haven't explored it yet because time. I just haven't had time to build on this. But you can also offset your lead generation costs with this tool. This is the first tool that I've ever seen like this that can run this successfully, which is you can, um like, for example, when you get a lead, how many people are in our pockets trying to, like, get access to our lead generation, right? Like, lenders want our lead
Yeah,
generation, home inspectors, stagers, everybody wants us to tell them who to call and who to talk to, right? They're always looking to us. Well, this tool allows you to bring them into the lead generation expense and share the expense with you, and also, even potentially, depending on how many partners you have on there, you can actually make money. So maybe your lead generation on this tool cost you, because of the ads you're running, $1,000 a month. You might actually be able to sell those leads and make $1,500 a month. So now you're not only getting your $1,000 back, but you're making a revenue share of $500 on top of that for the same lead.
that's
Game
awesome.
changer.
Yeah, for sure.
So these are already partners you're going to be sharing your leads with anyway, and now they get access, and it saves you a couple of steps, and also could, like I said, offset your expense at a minimum, and best case scenario, you're making money.
Yeah.
This tool, there is a free trial. So try it before you buy it. And then basically for the service, it's $297 a month plus your marketing budget. So I've talked to Grant about this. And in fact, on my YouTube channel, I have an interview with Grant. He's super smart marketer. He does some CMO work for other agents and brands. So, and he's now doing consulting and coaching with, and his specialty is social media marketing. But you can get 2 months free if you pay for the year. And, I had told him, I asked, what's the minimum budget you would recommend for someone on this platform? And he recommends, like, I think it was like $500, in ad spend. But really, like, I did something where I was just marketing open houses. And I was like, okay, I'm marketing for 3 or 4 days. I want to spend $20 a day to bring people to our open house. Like, you don't have to have some massive commitment financially with this. So, and you can run multiple ads at the same time. So
Great.
definitely recommend, if you're looking to grow your business and get in front of more people, this is a great tool to leverage for that.
Love it.
Okay, we've got another cool tool. So, this one is called Clarity Now. And this one, number one, it is the number one app for real estate agents, financials, and business planning. So we've all, like, especially this time of year and the 3 months leading up to now, business planning is a big deal, right? And we talk about it. And unfortunately, though, a lot of us, like, will do the business planning and then we ignore it for the next 10 months until same
It's
time
time to
next
do
year,
it again.
right? Well, this tool helps with that. It basically allows you, and what it also does for you as an agent or a team leader or a broker, because you can leverage this at all of those levels and down. So you can be a parent account with children accounts, for example, and grandchildren is what they call it. But you can have a P&L.
Mm,
Imagine, as a real estate professional, having that level of insight into your business. It's common for
awesome.
brokers, common maybe for team leaders, but for solo agents, not that common. And
Mm,
it's something that you're waiting till tax time to put together. Well, this tool kind of helps you aggregate that data. It also integrates with QuickBooks, and they're going to be integrating with Follow Up Boss here soon. So for all my FUB users,
mm.
we are excited about this because it will speak between Follow Up Boss and this tool to help track the numbers. to, stay paying attention to goals, but it also like allows you to monitor profitability and your expenses. You can get detailed insights into the current and future business model because, the plans are built around a net profit goal, right? So most profit goals are, gross profit. This one builds a business model around net profit. So that's
That's
really
huge.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Takes the
other
S
cool
out of it.
Yeah, and the other cool thing it does is called a goal gap feature. Now,
Mm,
this particular feature, I think is a game changer. So when you set SMART goals, right? Like with timelines, how do you know when you're on track or off track? Well, if you want to know how to catch up or what you need to do between now and the end of the quarter, this tool will tell you. So let's
love
say,
it.
yeah, so let's say your annual goal is to close, I'm just going to make up some numbers, 12 transactions a year. And, and you want it. So the goal here is to close one a month, right? Well, if you close one in January, but you have nothing in the pipeline for the next month, it'll tell you not only how many sides you need, how many leads you need to generate, and when you need to be closed or when you need to be under contract so that you can be closed based on your average closing time in order to meet your goal to close it by the end of the quarter to get those two more transactions, for example. Super cool,
Super
right?
cool because we live in our SMART goals and our business plan. Like we do monthly, quarterly, semi-annually check-ins
Yep.
just to see where we're at with all of our goals. Like
Yeah.
not even just financial, but like marketing goals and so on and so
Yep.
forth. That's something we really started to implement last year. Um, so this is like a
Yeah.
game changer. When I tell my
Yeah.
coach that like I have this new program, she's gonna be so excited for me. But how much does it
Yes.
cost?
Yeah, so they have a free forever plan, right? So it's a low it's got about 25% of the features, that the paid plan does, but they are changing their pay model.
Mm,
So I was going to give you guys pricing, but I just talked to him the other day and he's like, yeah, we're actually updating our pricing model. So I don't want to give quotes because it's actually going to get better. The pricing is going
okay,
to get even more affordable. But
okay.
imagine like $40 a month or less. Yeah.
100%. Like these are all I'm like, "Oh, these are so doable." All of them.
Yeah.
None of them are super
Yes.
exuberant in cost. Love it.
Yeah. So it definitely is good for solo agents, teams, and coaches. And he even said that because he's also the creator, is also a coach.
Mm,
And he will tell his coaching clients, like just looking at the data in that tool helps him coach his clients better. So it's something you definitely want to share with your coach once you start utilizing it.
yeah.
And it just and you can track anything. Like you can create custom tracking. Like if you wanted to track how many miles you're driving each month,
That's what I was
you
gonna ask because I
you can
use an app
customize
for
it.
that now, but I'm thinking if this has the flexibility for that, that app's done.
Mhm. Definitely. Imagine tax time being no problem. I got
Yeah.
this, right? So love that. The next tool is reviews on my website. So this is basically a widget, right? I if you are collecting reviews in multiple places like Zillow, Facebook, Google, Yelp, I imagine you would love for all of them to be in one place, right? Especially on your website. Well, if that's what you want, I would get this widget. I use just the starter plan. They have multiple plans, but I use just the starter plan and I leverage it to have the reviews on my website. So, um, if you want more tools than that, they have a growth and a premium plan, and those things will allow you to send text and email review requests. It also has a negative feedback manager, which is cool. It
That's
leverages AI for responses, social sharing, and QR codes. And then, of course, the premium does even more. But just to quickly get in the cost break, because I know you're going to be like, how much is this, Kendall? The starter plan is $9 a month or $84 a year.
that is so affordable. It's like a Starbucks.
Yes, right? And the growth plan is $276 a year or 29 a month, and premiums 59 a month or 564 a year. Again, I only use the starter plan and I put that widget on my website. And this, you guys don't sleep on the value of this because I request reviews to have a person, my name or the team member's name and the team name. So,
Mm.
this helps for SEO,
I
right?
was about to say, yeah, that's your rankings, girl.
Yes, yes, I rank really well on Google for, Tampa real estate agents, and so organically, and part of it are these little tips and tricks that I have to make my website better, right, than the
Yeah.
competition. You wouldn't
So
even recognize my website compared to the vendor that, I purchased it from someone else because I've done strategic planning around customizing it to make it even better.
So, just in case anyone is with a large brand, I would recommend before purchasing this widget to see if there's any restrictions, like if you're using Chime or KV Core. Sometimes the larger brands may put certain blocks on some of the features that are available if you just buy the platform individually. So, before you invest your
Yeah.
money on this, just do a cross reference check to see if it's even an option for your website.
Absolutely. Definitely do your homework. But if your website allows you to do this, you will want to do this. Even if you create a custom website for
Yeah.
something like this as well. It's worth it in my opinion to have all your testimonials in one place. And speaking of testimonials and reviews, if you're not getting reviews, you're making a mistake, right? That's what people want to see and hear. I can't tell you how many um, leads that we get and opportunities that we get because people are like, "Oh my god, you guys have so many reviews." And that really helped me feel better. And like our clients will write detailed reviews about us. So, which is
I
really
love
great.
it. Yeah.
So, journaling the experience. I mean, it's always really cool. We review them at each team meeting. Like, look what this person said about us. This is so great. Love it. Right. It's all about providing that next level experience. So, even if you need to create an actual website just for reviews, to house them and aggregate them all. Because then again, you can leverage Cato to make that a part of a listing presentation. You can leverage, another tool I'm going to give you later on today. I think it's on here. If not, it's definitely in the on the website that I give you. To leverage the reviews that you're getting. So highly recommend something like this.
Perfect.
The next tool is again same challenge as Bree brought up before, which is called Get Response. I love this because my main reason for getting this tool was it's a pop-up tool for my website. So many people will come to a website like mine and they'll be doing home searches, right? And so they're looking for homes and then they can see so many homes before we ask them to register or they self-register or they fill out the contact us form. Well, what about people who come to my website for my blogs? We
Mm.
do we have some really high traffic blogs on our website. Well, there was nothing naturally organically built in our website to get those people to register. So I added a widget. And this widget is basically a pop up tool for that. So they can get registered and get listings emailed to them. They can, be asked to go deeper into the website. They can schedule, we have it set up so they can schedule a call. They can send us a text. And that schedule a call is really leveraging Calendly. So that's really cool. And this tool actually does even more. And I haven't even cracked the surface. So it also how it really started is it's an email, newsletter app or website,
Huh.
or tool.
Okay.
So like MailChimp. So I was literally leveraging MailChimp and I realized, oh, wait, I'm already paying for a tool that does this. So my next newsletter that I build is going to be on this tool right here because I'm already paying for it. And this is one of its specialties. In fact, it's its primary specialty. This pop up was a secondary thing that my SEO team had recommended to me because it's been working really well to increase our registrations. And so I love it. It's on the same plan that I currently pay for. There's sign up forms, newsletters, autoresponders, an AI email generator, other sites and landing pages. And then even a plan up, you can also get automations, workflows, webinars, sales funnels. Like I said, I haven't even explored all that stuff yet. But I mean, geez, once I do, I'm going to put that up on my YouTube channel to just kind of explain how it all works and how we can leverage it in our business. So
Love
super
it.
cool app.
Very cool. And this one cost.
So they have a free for life, which is very basic, right? But they also have a 30-day free trial for their premium feature. So you can try before you buy it. But the standard plan, the one that I'm using, is $19 a month, but there's a discount if you pay for it annually, which is what I did. And then there's a bigger discount if you prepay for 2 years. So
Oh,
if
look
you
at
have a website that you own, again, like my website that I work with is its own tool. I don't leverage it through my brand. So I own it. So wherever I go, this website goes with me. And so to me, it's worth the investment to put the time and energy into this particular tool. And for anybody that's curious, I use Sierra Interactive. So some people might be like, "What? Which one are you using?" That's the one I use, is Sierra Interactive.
nice.
Yeah. All right. So another cool tool is Crisp. All right. Anybody do web conferencing or Zoom meetings or
All the
Google
time.
Meet?
I'm like, what is this one?
So the reason I picked this tool, or someone had introduced it to me, was for the noise cancellation, right? Barking dog,
Did
right?
you hear
That's
my
my
dogs?
problem. Yeah.
That's my problem. I don't know if you've heard them. I've tried.
Right? The barking dog, keyboard clicks, there's a loud fan or a crying baby, whatever your story is, it's okay. Get Crisp. Crisp is an AI powered assistant that basically helps you eliminate that does that noise cancellation. So I bought it for that. But then I discovered, again, while in these tools bring so much more value. It also has a meeting notes template, so it'll transcribe my meetings.
That is
So
amazing.
yeah, it transcribes them, and it's actually pretty accurate. It's really pretty good. And not only that does it transcribe it, but it'll create summaries and next steps. And I'm like, oh my God, I love this.
Yeah.
So, it's been really cool for me because sometimes you have a meeting and maybe someone says something really great and you're like, I want to write that down. But and of course, like I'm like lightning in a bottle. It's like I say genius things one time, don't ask me to repeat it because I won't remember. I'm like, I don't know. How did I say it? Well, it's great because now it's transcribing it and I can then go back and read it and leverage it from there. And like I said, I can also go back and do meeting notes and summaries, and you can even share the notes if you'd like. So, super flexible tool that way. This one also has a free forever plan, but for the one that I recommend, I pay $96 a year.
That's great. Yeah. And I know
Unlimited
people
meetings.
who actually have virtual assistants that sit there and transcribe each individual meeting. So this is a game changer for sure.
Yeah, or even too, if you're recording content, right? Like if you're recording YouTube videos on whatever platform, whether it's StreamYard or Zoom or however you're recording your content, you can turn on Crisp and again have a transcript of your recording, have a summary, leverage that summary to throw it into your YouTube description to create copy. Like this is
Yeah.
what I'm talking about in this video. I mean,
Love it.
it's easier.
Yeah.
Speaking of video, I've got this video editing software.
I love
Uh,
this one.
Yes, CapCut is bad AZZ. All right.
Mm,
So I find that a lot of video editing software is just like super complicated. And I wanted something that was both desktop and mobile friendly. And not only that, I want something where there was like tons of content on YouTube to help me learn how to use it. Right. Like I want to be able to find the answers on how to leverage this tool. And so you can leverage this tool for shorts, reels, stories, and long form video edits.
love it.
There's a free version, but really it's probably worth it to get the pro account, which is $8 a month or $75 a year. Again, super affordable. But this is used and created by TikTok, right? So it's got auto captioning. You can remove filler words. It has really super cool transitions and effects. I mean, you could be
It
an
does.
amateur and look like
And
a
it's like
pro.
easy. I
It's
use this
super
one
easy.
and Video Leap a lot, which Video Leap
Yes.
is by Enlight, who's my favorite graphic design developer
Yes.
for apps, and they are my top two video editing. Like so
Yeah.
much so that sometimes it's like plug and play with their templates. Like you just
Mhm.
need to find like I don't know, let's say between 4 and 6 different clips. You insert those clips just as long as they're vertical, because if it's horizontal, they get chopped off.
Right.
and you're done. Like, you've got a
Yeah.
really cool, unique reel. Love it.
Yeah, I know, and just like you said, it comes with templates, like
Yep.
tons and tons of templates. So if you're trying to, get creative about displaying your content, you can just throw it into this app. It also will take like your long form video and automatically try to create some like TikTok style or short form video for you. You can also do script to video. That's a new feature. I haven't tried that yet, but if I didn't want to be on camera, that could be a really cool feature. And then they also have the AI, clip shorts, which is,
Yeah.
like I said, turning it to short form. This one, I think the pro account is so $75 a year for this one.
Perfect. I love it.
Next, we've got beautiful AI. Now, this is what I'm showing you right now is a free template that they
Mm.
have. This is basically if you find PowerPoint to be too difficult to use, too clunky, or Google Slides, like you're like, how do I create from scratch? Like Beautiful AI uses AI to generate content for you, but they
Okay.
also have templates. So imagine like running a presentation, again, creating a QR code and having a presentation about a listing that you can run on your site or at an open house or whatever as another way to more creatively and more beautifully present material and information. Beautiful AI is it. So it also includes viewer analytics. It has a PowerPoint integration. And of course, it leverages AI to generate beautiful looking prezos. So, highly recommend this one. They have a free trial again. And like I said, that presentation I just showed you was on their free, as a free template in the free plan. The
Great.
pro plan is $12 a month or $144 a year. And the team plan is $50 a month, $480 a year.
Game
So,
changer. I mean, I personally am very, you probably already know this. I'm very artistic when it comes to my market updates for my sellers as well as listing presentations for comps. And I feel like this is just going to streamline some of the stuff I'm doing a little bit faster than me
yeah.
having to manually put it into Canva because I every 2 weeks I do a comp update for my clients so they can see if the average day on market's shifted, price points, so on and so forth. So this is like I think this is a must.
Yeah. So, Bree, I know we're like close to our time. I've got a few more. I'm happy to keep going, or, I want to respect you and your audience's time. So, you
Yeah,
tell me,
no.
how would,
You know what? I say this has been so informative. Let's keep going. Um, just because I think everyone's going to be really excited to see what else you have.
yay. I love that. All right. And like I said, as many as I have here, there's even more in the link at the end of this video. So, if nothing else, go check them out. I will
I
keep you
thought I
busy.
was addicted to stuff. You have just taken like my graphic design app addiction to a whole other level. So thanks.
You are so welcome, Queen. My job here is done. No. So, yeah, so a few more. And some of these you might have heard of, right? Especially you, Brie. But Remini, I think it's pronounced Remini or RE Mini. I don't know what,
Yeah,
however
I
it's
say
pronounced.
remedy.
Yeah, I say Remini, but this is a really cool tool on the basic is on your phone only. If you upgrade, it's on the phone and desktop, but it's an AI photo enhancer. So this is the one where you see all those people who take like a regular photo of themselves and turn it into a professional headshot.
Yes.
Um, this is an app that does that. I love it just using it for regular photos, and it has like a swipe feature so you can see like the before and then the after of effect.
Yeah,
And I love because it really does, I don't know, make me, I feel like it makes me look pretty on my
it
photos.
does. It's just like a little polished, you know?
Yeah. It's like almost like if I took a badly lit photo, I can throw it in this app and like boom, light is in all the right places. And
Yeah.
that matters, right? You never realize how important lighting is until you see a photo with and without lighting, right? The proper lighting. So it's got filters. It like does all this cool stuff. It also does some fun shots. So I've done some fun stuff where I've been able to take photos and animate them where they look like cartoon or like change the outfit and just different things like that. Super fun photo tool. So it can take your selfie photos and some of your other photos and like upgrade them for sure. They also, on the pro feature, do video enhancement. So
Yeah.
again, if you're leveraging video, sometimes the lighting or something will happen with a video or a photo for that matter, and you just need to clean it up right before you share it, just because you want that user experience to be top notch
Yeah,
and
done it a
upgraded.
few times with the little bags under here. If it's like, oh, too tired, it works great.
Yeah. So this one, the light version is $35 a year, and the pro version is $80 a year. So totally worth the investment, especially if you're someone who wants to post videos and images of yourself on social. Total game changer.
Love that. Love it. Love it.
Next, we have my tool, my favorite, Remarkable.
I
It
was curious about this. This was on my list of possibilities. So I'm excited to hear what you like about it.
Oh, I've had my Remarkable for a couple years. In fact, it's right here with me. I never leave home without it. It travels with me to every event. It goes with me to every meeting. It comes to work with me every single day. It's a If you're a note taker or a doodler or whatever, which I am not. I don't doodle so much as I am a tragic note taker everywhere all the time. It's a total worth it tool. So I used to write notes on like flip, hard copy on paper, right? And would flip. And then imagine, like, where's that note I took about X?
Yeah.
You don't know. Or you can find it in the stack of 10 notebooks that you have, right? That you refuse to throw away. So, because there's important data there. Well, now you can have it all in this one small device. And what's great about it now, they're constantly adding features. So you can type to like write, and it'll convert it to text for
Mm.
you. Yeah, right. So
Even if you have
uh,
sloppy handwriting, because that was like my biggest fear with it is sometimes I can't even read my own handwriting. I'm kidding.
because I'm a cursive handwriter. I
Yeah.
don't use that text feature much because I don't actually share my notes much. Although you can email out right from this tool. But I think it's like any kind of AI, it learns. So the more you use it, the better it gets. And but it's travel friendly. You can save the trees, people. Like save the trees, right?
Yeah, that or because what I've noticed is I've been using my phone to house all of my notes. So like when I walk through a listing or whatever, I add all of the important stuff in a note because if I put
Yeah.
it in a notebook, exactly what you said, then I have to remember where I put the dang notebook, which is
Yeah.
difficult for my squirrel brain.
Yeah.
So
And
I was
just
looking
to
at
like
that.
just to put this in perspective, wait, let me go back. Just so you guys, hopefully you guys can see this. Like you can see I have all these folders, and inside of the folders, like for example, that's my Inman folder. I have data in here, and I can have folders within folders. So it really organized me,
My language.
and it's searchable. So there's a search button at the top, and you can type in a word, and then it'll bring all the documents up that have that word associated with it.
Nice.
So, yeah, uh, you know, super, super cool. Also, so it has tons of storage. So, like, as much as I have in mine, I still am not even close to tapping out on the total um sorry, now I'm on the wrong page on here. All the total storage usage that I have on there. It feels like paper. You can type on it, draw on it, handwrite on it. You can email your notes to yourself or to others. You can also read books on here. Like I've downloaded a few books that are in the right format on here, and so makes it super easy to read. And then also you can screen share your notes. So
Nice.
that's a new feature that I'm like, "Oh, wait, I can, like, be in a conference call and, like, my notes, I can just share them or whatever I'm looking at on here." So, again, I have so much love for this tool, and I've had it, like I said, a couple of years, and it's literally, like, my favorite device, probably even more so than my phone.
Love it. And how much does this one run about?
Yep, so the Remarkable 2, which is what I have, is $299, that one-time fee. And then you can get a pen, and those range from about $80 to $130. And then I recommend they have the covers or folios. I just Now they have them on Amazon, and you can get one on Amazon for like 30 bucks. If you buy it from them, they're like closer to 100 or over $100. But I'm on my third folio now. and or cover. And I've just my most recent one, which I is my favorite of the three I've had, is $30 from Amazon.
Love
So
it.
yeah, totally would do that part. And then my next tool here is a tool you guys should all know about. And this is Calendly. Now, she is
Yes.
my best friend forever
Same.
because I'm a planner and I love a plan and I love a schedule.
Yeah.
And so she allows me to do all these things with her. Now, there is a free account and you can do basic things with free. I have a Teams account, and because we have a whole team of agents, and this is actually really neat because you can round robin events. So, for example, we have an answering service that answers our phone. We try to direct connect our agents. If no one's available to answer, our answering service will schedule a call through Calendly. So we have multiple Calendly events for all of our agents. And so they'll schedule that call. It'll schedule round robin on the next first available um, call with whatever the next first available team member is. And then we created workflows
Mm.
around it and communication funnels around it. So we'll send the client through Calendly our home buyer advantage program, our home seller advantage program. So like they're getting content and reminders and information, all a part of the Calendly process that includes our branding. It allows us to collect information, send reminders, and so much more. I even leverage my meeting agendas in Calendly. So if someone sets a particular type of appointment with me, it'll send them, hey, this is the agenda for our call or our
Yeah.
meeting, so you know what it is before we even have the meeting. And then you can also make it a quick link to on your Google My Business page, Google Local Services, your website pop up. You can send it in text and email messages. I highly recommend that if you're trying to schedule appointments with people, like we've done it where we get a stranger call in lead, right? And this could work with someone you know or someone you don't know. You get a lead and like you're like, "Hey, I would love to talk with you and ask you some questions about your property or your plans or your goals or whatever. Here's my calendar link. Just schedule when you're available, or you can text me back and we can, schedule a time together." I have so many people that just don't even text back. They just go to my link and schedule a call. And I just have appointments on my calendar. It's amazing. So it's so efficient and saves so much time. And then not only that, now you can monetize, right? So
Yeah.
you can monetize your time with Calendly by having appointments that people can book, and you can charge a small fee or whatever fee you like, and get paid to have important conversations with people. So highly recommend this tool and using it in these fun and exciting ways that my team and I have been doing them.
Yeah, you definitely are using it in a few different ways than I am. And I swear by this tool because I do one-on-ones for my brokerage as well as for individual agents. And that's primarily what I've been using it for. And I was contemplating whether or not to incorporate it on the team side, but I think that decision's made now. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah, it's like been a game changer because the way that you can create the smart flows, like once you create the one time, then it's duplicatable after that.
Love it.
And, now everyone there's consistency,
Yeah.
right? And efficiency. Love
Yeah,
those words.
that's my biggest thing is efficiency. Like all I want is
Yeah.
a well-oiled machine so my ADHD can be alleviated.
Yes, and you can move on with your life.
Yep.
So again, for my agents out there, there's a free forever plan. It's highly worth it. If nothing else, use the free version. But there's a standard, which is $12 a month. And then I use the Teams version, which is $20 a month per user. So definitely been worth the investment. We love it. And then next, we have again, these last two are again going to be tools you've heard of, but I just want to share with you how I'm using them. Yeah. So Linktree, I love my Linktree. Again, I'm using the free forever plan. Okay. As all this content on there, as you can see in this little mini micro
I was
video.
about to say, this is one I actually pay for. So if anyone is curious, is yours on your Instagram at the top?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so if you go to Kendall's Instagram and then go to my Instagram, you'll be able to see the paid versus the free version.
Yes, yes. So this is the free version that I have. And you can see like I'm highlighting a YouTube video. All my social links are there. I have a message. I can turn content on and off. I also can see some basic analytics like who's clicking on what and where. So and it's super easy and it's instant. So like when I make changes, it's instant, which I also
Love.
love. Yeah. So this one, like I said, a free forever version, that's the one I'm on. There's a starter version that's $5 a month or $48 a year. And then a pro version that's $9 a month or $90 a year. And that one does come with a free trial.
Yep.
So you can experience those pro features.
Love it.
And last but not least is my friend GoDaddy. Now, let me tell you why GoDaddy is a big deal. It's not because you can buy URLs, although I buy URLs. And if you're not buying URLs for your business, you should be, right? Like I own improveyourhustle.com, kendallbonner.com. I own lots of URLs, but that's not why I say this. I'm saying this because it also comes with website features that are AI generated. So here are two examples of two websites that I have that I run under. One is referkendall.com. So if you want to upgrade your referral experience, create a referral website. Go check out mine. It's referkendallbonnerteam.com or referkendall.com. I own both of those. They both point to the same website. And I was able to quickly build these websites and I don't pay a monthly fee for them. Like GoDaddy hosts them for me because I own the website URL, right? So they were super easy to build. And my Refer Kendall website, I'm able to collect data. So I'm asking the referring agent, what's your name, your contact information? What's the VIP referrals name, email, contact information? Ask a couple of questions. And they can even attach a referral agreement to the link in that website. And then it comes to me on my phone and in my email, because there's a phone on my app that I leverage that I can see the conversation and who sent me what, as well as, like I said, I get an email and it goes right into my CRM. So, and that I can then put on a round robin and then it can go out to one of my agents. I even have a drop down so they can select which agent they want to refer it to, right? So
Perfect.
super cool way to get referrals. The other one I have is like I run a mastermind group and it's called Rise Up Mastermind. I have the link out to Zoom right there on the website so they can register for the website or for the Zoom meeting. And there's also a chatbot feature, which is fire. So once you download the app on your phone, I can have a conversation with someone who's on my website asking a question, looking for more information, and I can get that information from them quickly and respond, as a human back to them. And then, of course, I'm sure if you want to add those AI chatbot features, you can. But for me, I'm still, willing and able to take those meetings. So highly recommend purchasing URLs and then, like I said, turning those URLs into really cool, simple websites that are meaningful in our business.
Yeah.
So, and of course, cost, it depends, right? Because it
Yeah.
depends on the cost of your URL. So can't give you that. But
Love it. I
yeah,
collect
but
URLs. When Kenny joined, he's like, okay, well, I have to think of something branding wise. I was like, no, you don't. It was like, let's just go to GoDaddy, pick one. And he picked Good Real Estate Vibes. And I was like, there you go. You're welcome.
right. Yeah, absolutely. So, again, thank you everyone for letting me be a part of your event today. Um, just as this, um, let me make sure you get all the things here. Oh, I guess so I wanted to just invite everyone to go to this link, go to kendallbonner.com, look for the link Your Creative Hustle on my link tree, and then you need the password to get access to all the tools, the ones here as well as more. And your password is Smart Talk, all
Love it.
lowercase. So I invite everyone to follow me on YouTube. I'll be doing more videos about all of these tools and like more deeply how I'm utilizing them with tips and tricks and strategies, the pros, the cons, the things I've struggled with, the things I've done really well. And my channel is called Let's Talk Smart for more video content and all things sales, marketing, and real estate tech.
Love it. Thank you so much for this. I can't wait to have you back again. It's been great.
Yes, thank you. It's like so exciting to be able to share what I've learned. And, you're one of my dear friends, and I was so grateful when you reached out and invited me to do this. I could never say no to you. And you and Heather are amazing. And what you guys are building is amazing. And
Thank
I
you.
appreciate being a part of the community.
I love it. Well, everyone, I'm sure you're going to have a ton of questions. We will answer all of them the best we can. And stay tuned for next month when we have Ramsey Stewart on, who is a small, rural, more or less, area niche marketer. He's really great at what he does. So, bye,
Love
guys.
it. Bye.